Oh, this is Candace, and she's going to read us a story. All right, what's the name of the story, Candace?
The name of the story is The Upside Down Reader.
Okay, here we go.
And it starts, Tina goes to school. Before Mother came to get Tim at play school, she picked up his big sister Tina. It was Tina's first week at school. She had a bright new backpack for her books. After Tina and Mother picked up Tim, they all walked home together. Tina talked about school. She talked about the teachers. She talked about the children. Tim listened. Tina let him wear the backpack. He needed to get used to it, since next year he was going to go to school too. But soon Tina asked for her backpack again. She was the one in real school, not Tim. Come to the table, called Mother. Lunch was spaghetti and meatballs. After lunch, Tina unpacked her backpack. Tim watched. You can't sit there, said Tina. Why not? Asked Tim. Because I need to study. Tina has to do her homework, explained Mother. Tim argued, but why can't I sit next to her? Because it bothers me, Tina said. Tim tried one last time, but I can learn too. You can learn to go away, said Tina. Tim went sadly to his room. Family talk. We'll talk to Dad about it when he gets home, thought Tim. That's what Mother always does when there is a problem. Tim played with the pirate ship. He shot the cannons, but he had to bring the cannonballs back himself. How boring. He went outside to wait for Dad. He wanted a chance to tell him everything before Tina messed things up. Finally, Dad came. He'd gone shopping after work. Tim took a box. Dad, asked Tim, but Dad had his hands full. Not right now, Tim. Could you please open the door? It wasn't until supper time that they were able to have the talk. Does he really bother you, Tina? Asked Dad. Mother gave him a look. Of course he does. He sits right next to her, she said. Dad thought for a moment, well, maybe not right at her side. He scratched his chin. How about if you sat in my place, right across from her? Dad looked at Tim. And you must promise to be quiet and not bother her. Mother said, we'll give you paper and crayons. If you're drawing, you won't be a bother. Okay, said Tim happily. Tina nodded too. All right, said Mother. Let's try it. Green grass. The next day, Tim sat in Dad's place, right across the table. Tina took out her reader and showed Mother her new words. Tim drew blue clouds and a yellow sun in the corner. He peeked at the reader. Tina put her finger under the words. Tim followed her finger with his eyes. When Tina looked up, Tim drew grass. Pete, read Tina slowly. Tim watched to see exactly which word she was pointing to. Pete, he said to himself. Next to the word was a picture of Pete. For Tim, Pete was standing on his head. Soon Tina could read entire sentences. Pat and Pete draw. Her finger ran under the words. Across the table, Tim paid close attention. Word for word, he read along. Pat and Pete draw. Every day there was a new page, and along with Tina, Tim learned all the new words. But for him, the page was always turned around. Whenever Tina looked up, Tim busily drew the sun, clouds, and lots of grass. If Tina left the room, Tim turned the book around and looked at the pictures. With his finger, he ran along under the words, but this way they looked completely different. Tim didn't understand a word. When he turned the book back upside down, he could understand everything. He began from the bottom and went to the top, reading along from right to left. Pat, Pete, Sam, ball. Pat, Pete, and Sam play in the yard. They throw the ball. Throw the ball to Pete, Pat. When Tim and his mother went shopping one afternoon, they went past a newspaper stand. Tim took down one magazine after another and looked at the pictures. Then he turned them upside down to read the words. When he put them away, they were still upside down. The man at the newspaper stand shook his head and turned them back right upside down.
Okay, that's great.
Is that good?